Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm there was a scrapbook layout, E-I-E-I-O, with a sticker here and a die cut there, here a paper distress, there a photo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Hi everybody, it's Kathy here, and we're playing along with Series 20 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And I am behind the times, but that's okay. They're all going to get done. This is number 3, day 3, and I'm using Western Girl from Scrapbook Fantasies to create that design, which is absolutely fantastic. So to start off, I am just drawing in my swirls and curls that I'm going to need for my 2 corners, and I just love the richness of this color. Isn't it beautiful? This is like, seriously, yellow is my favorite. I love yellow, but this mustard, I would have to say, is my favorite scrapbook color in the whole wide world. And there you go, there is the sunflower paper. Now we all know I love a repeated multiple floral. I just love the impact that has on a layout. It is a busy paper, but it makes such a dramatic statement, and I love how this one's going to come together. And you wait until you see the final product. It is amazing. Stay right through to the end, you want to see it. Okay, so here I'm trimming in underneath with this like rumpled paper here as the underneath curl. Now you'll see I also gut some of this because it does have designs underneath which I want to fussy cut, and that's okay. I love the brick is amazing. And then my third layer, I'm going to use the gold here, this gold cushion type paper. Seriously, one of my most magic design paper desires from Scrapbook Fantasy. They have it in multiple colors, and I just love it. It just looks like you know, the corduroy pin cushioned couches of olden days. It just reminds me of that, and I do like them. So I'm just trimming down the pieces that I'm going to use to build up my layers, and they are not exact, and that's the beauty of being able to stretch your stash. Be creative with how you stretch it. You don't have to have all pages all different colors used. You can use double-sided papers and stretch your stash, and I hope I am encouraging you to do that. Like, seriously, with today's economy and the way things are going, everybody is going to be penny counting and watching every single cent we've got. Paper is expensive, and this is a great way of stretching it. And I'm sorry, all of you paper creators and suppliers out there, I do love your product and I do buy all the time. But for other people, I know that that's a hardship at times. I've been there, done that, had to stretch the sketch and stretch the stash. So that's what I'm doing all the time. It's okay, not a problem. So let's just start building it up. I did distress the edges. I used my distressing tool, but now I'm going to add in some ink. And the ink that I've chosen to use for this one is what's it called? It's called, hang on, I've got it lying here somewhere. It's the it's not the distress, I'm not even sure what it's called. A rusty hinge. What am I thinking? It's rusty hinge, one of my favorite colors. I couldn't even have it think. It was a mental block. Rusty hinge, that's the one I'm using, and I'm using it because it's picking up the colors, the rich colors in that wood grain. Isn't that wood grain paper just magic? Like, seriously, who doesn't love a good wood grain design? And let me tell you, Scrapbook Fantasies does a good wood grain design. You need to go check them out. They have them in every color imaginable. I love their paper ranges for their colors. It's just amazing. So I will have all the details down below. Scrapbook Fantasies is an Australian company. They do send out to the world. So please don't feel that because you're not in Australia you can't access these products. You can. You just go online and Alicia will send them out worldwide. They are really good quality and really great for working with. I do love the quality of this paper. And you will be very impressed with their designs, and believe me, they're turning them out at the moment. They're churning them out, 1 set a month, possibly 2 sets a month, and they are just magic. So go and check them out. This one's called Western Girl, and I'll have all the details down below. So I'm just layering up my corner, piece here so I can actually start building the layout. Now, aren't those colors rich? Look at that. I just love yellow. It's so happy. It's such a good color, and it's such a good country color. Now, these photos that I'm including on this today are from the Royal Easter Show last year, so they're pretty current in respect to me using photos. They're only a year old, so that's pretty good for me. And I'm just distressing the edges here with the distressing tool. As you can see, you can use a pair of scissors, you can use nails, anything that will do it. A nail file will even distress. So just use them, and it adds that texture and layering. And look at that little ripple curl in it. Doesn't it look great? I love these colors together. It looks magic. So I'm just going to tape that one down because I'm quite happy with that, and then I'll trim it up ready to go for my layout. Now, I will confess, see the gold in the bottom? It actually doesn't come out far enough, so later on in the layout I actually build more onto it, which you can't tell because the photos go down, the embellishments go down, but the peaks of the yellow and the mustard come out through it, and it looks just that little bit extra on the page, and I love it. Can I just say, this is one of the most versatile sketches I've seen for a long time. I know that I'm going to use it multiple times. I think it may even feature in a 5-for-1 because I love it. It's just a great sketch, and it's a great way of using up your papers. So here I'm going to layer it down. Look at that on the back. Now, can you see what I'm doing here? I'm marking where that's going to sit so I can what? That's right, cut out the back so I can utilize those amazing printables there on the layout. Now, I really do love that floral border, and I have another piece of that paper which will come in handy because I will use it in a layout future down the track. Make sure you check it out, but that's going to have to wait till I get back. I've got some exciting news, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, everybody who's watching. I'm heading off for a little trip soon. So I will be disappearing, but I will be coming back with some amazing photos. So I'll give you more details next Friday in the roundup. So when I do my roundup next Friday in my shorts, make sure you check back to see what the news is and see what I'm doing. So I will do that for you then. Okay, so I am now popping down my corner to the top here, and isn't it just magic how this is coming together? Look at those papers, lovely, 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 and perfect for my photos. You wait, you see. All right, the next thing I'm going to do, what do you think I'm going to do, people? Do you think I'm happy with that edging? Am I happy? No. What's the hands doing? The hands are going, nope, 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 it's not what I want. You got it. I'm adding a border. Of course I am. I'm adding a black border to this one. I'm going to pop it up on some black cardstock, give it a little bit of an edge to it, give it a little bit of pop and refinement, and of course it's just me. You know, I can't just do the edge as it is. All right, so I'm going to take that out. I'm going to put in my border, and we're going to get started. So I'm gutting the middle because I need the black in the middle. I need that to set up the photo frames that have to go there, and I'm just going to lay this down. I am going to ink around the edges with that rusty hinge, and you can get that in lots of craft shops. It's Tim Holtz's Distress Ink. You know it goes on well, you know you love it. So just use your inks up, people. We have unlimited supply of our inks. They just go forever and ever and ever, and we need to start using them. So I'm just putting that all together now. It's almost completed. You can hear my family mowing the lawn in the background. I'm really sorry. It is the weekend. They are busy. All of us work through the week, and this is their only time that they can get it done, and it really needs to be done. Here in Australia, we've had lots of rain in Sydney and the heat, and so our lawns are just out of control. Just ridiculous. My daughter is a landscape gardener, and she is mowing continuously because of the heat and the density of the grass at the moment all around Sydney. So here we go. I'm just placing it down, and as you can see, the black just pops it that little bit more, makes that yellow in those sunflowers really, really jump off the page. And I can't tell you how much I love this. And the final product, you have to wait and see it at the end. You're going to love it. All right, so I have chosen all my photos. Now, as I said, these photos were when we were at the Easter show last year, and they show us at the petting zoo, at the petting farm, and we were down with all the little animals, and look at them. Aren't they just delightful? So I have done all the animals. I've pulled what was it down around where we were when these photos were taken, and I am putting them all together here so that I have trimmed them down to 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So I think that's a little bit larger. Well, actually I know it's a little bit larger than what's in the sketch. I believe the sketch would have been 2 by 2s, but I've done 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 because I really wanted to capture the photos, and I like actually being able to see the photo. I get the 2 by 2, but I want to see the photo. What do you reckon? Do you like the 2 by 2s, or would you prefer that you actually see the photos? I'm curious because there seems to be a lot of 2 by 2s happening on photos on pages lately. So let me know. Are you a 2 by 2 person, or are you a 3 by 3, or are you a 4 by 6 traditionalist? What's your preferred size? I actually like 3 by 5. 3.5 by 5. I think that's a good size. I do love 6 by 4s. That's if you want to be a showing case, and I will pull in a 7 by 5. I really do love a 7 by 5 for a special moment, for that image that is just magic and you want to capture it. But today as I said, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 are the size of these photos, and I'm layering them up into 2 strips like the sketch has called for. And I just love that I've trimmed off all that excess background, and it's just focusing in the key thing of the photo. So that's why I think the 2 by 2s are happening. You're just focusing on that key little thing. But sometimes the background is important too, and it needs to tell a story. But for this layout, it was superfluous, so I just got rid of it. So I'm just adding in them one by one up the strips to the sides so that I can trim them a lot easier and create that sort of Polaroid type strip, or the film strip effect for this set of photos. Now, aren't they cute, those little pigs? So cute, very, very cute. And the goats, oh my goodness, those goats were funny. They just, look, it doesn't matter where we go, animals are attracted to my daughter who is in this photo. No matter where we go, they come far and wide, and they headbutt a leg until she pats them. They circle her. It's funny, like ducks, chickens, birds, dogs, cats, goats, they all do it. We can be standing on the side of the road and the cows will come across the field to her. It's just funny. She just has this natural affinity with animals, and they just love her, and she loves them. She's not afraid of them. She just goes up to any animal and she's happy to go up and pat them and nurse them and give them affection. So owners are often marveled by how dogs who normally sit by their side will suddenly get up and go running across wherever we are to her. Like they go, oh my gosh, they never do that, but they do for her. She's just got this natural affinity with animals. So I am just using some chippies from Scrapbook Fantasies instead of foam. They are chipboard strips, and it's great. It's good for the economy. For the environment. It's good for the economy too, because they're not that expensive. And it's using up all those pieces that we have lying around, but putting them to productive use and to give us that lift without that sticky foam, which is really a bonus when you're scrapping. Okay, look at that. Isn't that magic? I just love the colours. It's just all coming together. Remember, people, I'm all about colour. Remember, if your photos reflect the colours of your papers, your pages are always going to pop. And so that is one thing I wholeheartedly do stress. I believe in colour theory. I believe in the magic of colour blending and complementing. So it is so important. Oh, look, I'm even answering the phone here. Isn't that terrible? I'm multitasking. I'm trying to do 5 things at once. Though I'm pretty sure that was probably a doctor's phone call that I was taking there. Yeah, I've got some things that are going on, and I'm getting doctor's phone calls left, right and centre, and I think that's probably what that one was, if I think back to that time when I was scrapping this page. Yeah, it's probably that. So I'm sorry that you got to see the phone. That's, the house phone, one of the handsets. Not normally in my layouts photos, not normally included. I'm sorry, that was an extra bonus for you. Real life encroaching on craft life, not a good option, let me tell you. All right, so I'm adding in 2 tags just as the original sketch, and I'm putting those in behind my chipboard title, which you saw there, Farm Fun, and that too is a Scrapbook Fantasies piece from their Chippies of the Month Club. And I've finally got a place for that into my layout. Like, I always knew I was going to use it with the Easter show photos. I just didn't know which one, and this one worked out perfectly for it. So now I am layering up my tags, and I am going to put some chipboard behind one of these because I want it to pop up a little bit more as dimensional and give some layers. And look at that, isn't it just magic? I didn't put the floral up, okay? The reason I didn't put the floral face up is because it's sitting on florals, and I really did not want it to blend in. And I do think that that brick wall and the cushion in the mustard just add that little bit extra to that top layout. Now this is where I realized down under my photo it's not actually popping out enough, and I'm just building up my clusters here, and I'm very much staying close to the sketch. I really do think our creators make sketches, and I like to pay homage to the sketch and try and keep very close to what they do. I think it's just respect, and I just want to give respect to the creator. So I stay pretty close to the sketch. I put the clusters where they're indicated. I try and do the things that match. So I have these printables from Scrapbook Fantasies. They're called color cuts. They call them color cuts, and they've got these tiny little family, you know, like the little words, which I'm actually putting in. So I went off screen there to adhere all of that down so that it was all in place and I wasn't losing little bits and pieces. And this is where you see that I tucked in some more of that mustard cushioning down the side, so it comes out behind the photo a little bit more. And when I remove the covers here, you'll see it. I'm just adding some black distress splatters because that's called for in the sketch, and I just wanted to finish off the layout respectfully. And I also like that artistic flair that it adds to the layout. It is a great, you know, like the color combination is amazing. The papers have come together so well, and this sketch is just, as I said, a great sketch to use. So if you haven't used it, go and check out Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, which I will have the link to the Facebook group down below, plus the playlist with all the other people that are playing along, because there are going to be loads and loads of people interpreting this sketch. I'm just adding in my Nuvo drops into clusters of 3 so that I'm setting up a elongated triangle. Okay, so regardless of where I put it, it does form the triangle, as you can see, but it is not a traditional triangle, but it is there, and your eye will just roam from cluster to cluster down the photos around the layout. And look at that, isn't it just magic? I just love this layout. Seriously, sorry, but I do. I'm in love with this layout. It's one of the layouts that I have done recently that I truly like, and this one is just magic, and it came together so easily, as you saw. And I hope and you like this. So please, if I've done something to make you subscribe because you're new to my channel, please do so. I've got a personal goal of 1,000 subscribers by, well, I was going for Christmas, but I would really like it by the middle of the year. That would be amazing. But Christmas is my goal. If I get 1,000 subscribers, I'm happy. And then I have done something that you really like. Give me a thumbs up. It's really important that you check that it's an up. I'm sure some people are making silly mistakes and putting some thumbs down, but please check some thumbs up. And don't forget, go and check out that playlist down below. You will be amazed at the talent of the people that are creating. So here's my layout for today. That's a wrap. Stay creative, and I'll see you in the next video.